Since we passed out from the training school, that was 2020, we have lost a number of our comrades, and we are just going to take a moment of silence before I proceed to pay respect to them. Then other things will follow. So let's just take a moment of silence. Then after that we shall proceed. May their souls rest in eternal peace. You can take up your seats. Here besides me, I have some executives of 21st intake, though others did not manage to make it. I have the president, we have the vice president. Unfortunately, got a patient yesterday's night and he could not make it here. But he sends his warm greetings to you. And he promised in case he leaves the hospital early, he may come around. The egg patron is also engaged somewhere, and I think most of you know him. That's a fan of Opio Lambert. But he promised to join us later. So when you see him around, you just keep smiling. Let me take this opportunity to allow the few who are here to introduce themselves. After introducing themselves, we shall have a report from the treasurer. Then after the report from the treasurer, I'll give my speech, and other things will proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, our Chief Guest of Honor, committee members here, and everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm number 71628, Police Constable Aliamanya Ospat, ICT Headquarters. I'm the intake treasurer. I'm very happy to see you guys, and thank you for looking so much.
Protocol observed. Good afternoon, everybody. Number 69350, PC Angeo Rose, known on the platform as Rosie herself. Yeah. A trainer. I'm attached to PTS Cavalry. Mwalimu. A senior recruit, yeah, senior recruit. Everything, route march together, road run together. You beat it, okay, fine. The vice to the treasurer, the vice treasurer of the intake. Thank you. You're most welcome here. I'm happy to see people were, the morale was too low, but we are really grateful to see this number here. We thought people would not come. This is the first of its kind. I know those people will admire from this, and the next time, I think the number will be big now. Not so? Yeah. Have a nice day.
Nice enjoyment.
71318 Delta Kata Charlie Wandera Eric Odari Small Tiger Deputy Publicity 21st intake. Thank you.
Before the treasurer speaks, with the powers entrusted to me as the president of 21st intake, I promote Detective Constable, is it the right name? Wandera Eric, to publicity and information. So you are no longer the deputy, you are the full publicity and information. Because that office has given us some challenges. The main has been so dormant, and now when the deputy is more active than the main, even if it is you, what do you do? Exactly. So allow the treasurer to give us the report. Then after the treasurer's report, I'll give a speech and we shall proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon once again. Mr. President, Vice President in absentia, our General Secretary in absentia, honorable cabinet members, organizing committee, our distinguished guests of honor, fellow colleagues, dear friends, Good afternoon, everyone. It is both a privilege and a responsibility to stand before you to deliver this address on behalf of the Treasurer's Office. We sincerely thank the organizing committee for giving us this platform. We can't take it for granted. Allow me to first warmly welcome each one of you. Thank you for making efforts to be here. I also extend my heartfelt greetings to our colleagues who could not attend due to work commitments or distant deployments. To our chief guest, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Your support adds value to this gathering. My word of appreciation. Let me begin by expressing a deep gratitude to the heart of this group. When I talk of the heart of this group, I mean the members who consistently respond to our contribution calls. You are the pillars of this intake. I have not spotted any of them here, but I do thank you wherever you are. You know yourselves. Every contribution you need to make, those are the first people to send or the first messages we receive. May God bless them. I also recognize and appreciate those who contribute occasionally, once in a while. Your efforts too are also noticed. Then, I must speak with honesty. There are some members who once received our support from this very group, meaning the members we helped. But today, they are inactive when others are in need, meaning the people we helped before. But nowadays, if you put a spreadsheet, you can't see them. After them being here, they disappeared. Really, it is not good. And if anyone who is here, please let's check ourselves. There are some members who have also remained completely silent. And other members seem unaware of this group even exists. And as I talk now, there are some members who even don't know that we are here. I've been passing through our intake mates, telling them we have a party, and someone just saying, when is the party, how is it, and how about it? People, we still have a lot to do. From here, let's go back and mobilize more. We need everyone here. We have observed that contributions are strongest when we lose a colleague. When our owners die, that is when a big number of us turn up, contribute. Then they are fair when someone loses a family member. Let me say I've lost my wife, I've lost my child. The turn up is fair. And turn up is poor when our owners got a problem. Talk of an accident or is seriously sick, when you put a spreadsheet, the turn up is low. So we can check up with that. Because pain is pain. Every situation deserves our support. Whether sick, whether what, we should stand up for everyone. To the squads, there are some squads who have consistently supported their members. I do appreciate you. Your solidarity is admirable. I encourage every squad to adopt that thing. Some squad members, when a member got a problem, at their squad level, they mobilize something, and that is very, very, very good. We appreciate that. I stepped in this office during the transition period, and by that time our balance was 499,000. That is when I was presenting Joan. Back then, we used to retain 15% on every contribution we could make. But that practice was later discontinued. Now we send the full amount of contribution to beneficiaries leaving office with no income. Before we used to deduct 15% on the contributions we could make, but later the cabinet sat and was like, no, we should not deduct money, we should send the whole money as collected. But that has left us with the challenge because we don't remain with any income at the treasury. Initially, I handled the responsibilities alone, but later I was privileged to be joined by Rose, and Rose has been a dependable deputy. Rose has supported the work. Rose has stood some behind the scenes, and she has shown integrity of this office through every challenge. Rose, I thank you, and may God bless you. On the achievements you have had since we took over, Our major assignment was mobilizing for the gala. The first gala we mobilized. The first edition, we raised around 730,000. That was good. The second gala, the turnout was low. We didn't make the money which was requested, and we had to pull money from the treasury to top up the funds for registration. Our highest contribution was when we lost late Navigator Elizabeth. We managed to contribute 2,400,000. That is the highest contribution we can make. Out of 4,000 people, it is 0. And that is the highest we made. Then we had introduced a monthly saving of 2K. And we had raised 430,000 from that 2K of a willing member. But later, there was some unkind talk or people had negative part of it, and people didn't like it. They stopped sending money, and that thing collapsed. But that thing had given us money of 430,000, and that is the money we are using right now. That is the money we use for leasing and receipt books. That is the money which is helping us now. The challenges we are facing: the Treasury Office, we are operating with no retained income. That means in 2-3 years we shall be operating at 0 balance because we don't have income. We don't have sources of money. That's what I mean. We have no official bank account, be it a SIM card, be it a phone. We depend on personal mobile money platforms, and this is very challenging, people. Let me tell you. Sometimes there is you send money on my phone, like it is a contribution, but you may find on my phone I had like no cash. I'm having to take money on my phone, and maybe at home they call me, Oscar, there is this and this and this, and I have money. That is a very big temptation. So we are passing through that. I'm recommending
being here today. Very many people are not here claiming they are committed, but you spared your time because of the love of the intake to be here. And that's a great bonus for all of us and you. So as you are here, the organizing committee chairperson said feel at home and feel free, because everything is in order. I will begin with a very painful thing that has been happening in our intake that I want us from the onwards to correct. This intake would be very far by now, but they are just specified few groups of individuals that think that by dragging the intake behind, they are achieving a lot. And I think even God is annoyed, and the devil is ready to welcome them in hell. Because you can't be only around 15 people and you want to confuse the heads of 4,000 people. God can never be happy with you. So today, if such people are here, you go back and reform. Let today be your day of reforming. Go back and reform, preach peace, love, and unity in the intake so that we can move forward. We have had several programs in the intake, but because of people who claim themselves to be so violent, they call themselves a violence group. They end up abusing those who are willing, and when you abuse, you feel annoyed. And when you feel annoyed, you don't feel like doing anything good. And that's what we have also developed. But I would love to encourage you that amidst everything, amidst abuse, amidst what, we are going to continue. Since such a day has come, this is the day of uplifting. So we are going ahead. We are not retreating. We are going where? Ahead. And from today onwards, I'm giving you 2 points that as I want my speech, I want you to think about it and give me the answer. We had a program, the intake of when we make a contribution, they deduct 15% of the contribution for emergency. And that man has helped people. By the way, that man has not helped me. Not even one day that we say, the executive, let's go somewhere and have lunch with your money. Your man has helped you. There are times that people, our own get accidents when we cannot run to the group for immediate support, but the money goes where? To help them. Treasurer, am I lying? The president doesn't handle your money, by the way. Your money goes to finance. I guess that one is expected. I'm not surprised. So, your money doesn't go to the president's office, but it goes to the finance office. And the finance analyzes situations very well. If there are people who are benefited from emergency fund from here, they can raise up their hands. There's a time that we had a colleague in Soroti. The man got broken. He needed our support. When we went to the intake, people were still silent. It was an emergency that we could not wait. The hospital said, before you deposit anything, we are not doing what? We are not working on you. Remember, it was the middle of the month. The man didn't have money. We wanted to run the emergency fund. And the colleague was helped. After I cannot even buy a reasonable plate of food nowadays. So just spare that one and we help the colleague. Still our members have refused. So what do you want? And after there, you come and say the executive like that. Do you want us to pull it from your pocket and put there? We cannot pull it from your pocket. It is you to have that heart of pulling it. But the problems come. Today you may think it is the other person who has it, then tomorrow will be what? Will it be you? And when it comes to you, you also need the same support that the other person needed. So let's come together, move in the same page, and God will bless you. Now, the treasurer has mentioned his challenges in the treasury office. Sincerely speaking, the reason why you don't have an account is simple. You can't have an empty account. You are going to be working in the negatives. Just imagine you go to the bank and open an account of 21st intake that you cannot even deposit 100,000. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Even the time we were deducting emergency fund of 15%, you find that sometimes you can even deduct 20,000 as emergency fund. Now 20,000 you take to the bank. By the end of the month, the bank will cut around 7,000 bank charges. You have remained with 30. So those are the challenges we have been facing, that you cannot open up what? An account. But now with your help, since you have known the challenge, I think you have not been knowing the challenge. But today that you are here, you have known the challenge. With your help, can you please help us and solve the challenge? The English people say, united and divided, but we are almost falling. Can we lift up ourselves before we fall? Let's not wait to fall for other people to come and pick us up. We shall fall like sacks and we shall look for people to pick us up, which is not good. So let us rise up by ourselves. Let us rise up by ourselves. Now, you know, they always say when you speak too much, people tend even to get what? They keep dozing and they... No, I would just like to bring to your attention that since we passed out, we have lost around 12 of our intake mates. Others have died natural death. Others have died because of accidents. Some have died in labor. Others have committed suicide. Others murder. So that is the situation we are living in. And my prayer today is, I wish we don't lose anyone else again. So may you join me and we pray together so that we don't lose anyone else again. We need all of you. You need me, I need you. So please. Also when you are outside there, please help me and take good care of yourself, okay? Okay? I'm happy you are all here, very smart. I'm sorry I didn't recommend you for that. You are very smart, glittering, which means you are taking care of yourself. One day someone told me it is you making this money. So if you cannot take care of yourself, whom will you take care of? Huh? I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes when I go to some stations, you find some people diminishing themselves to the extent that they even put on trousers. Then you say, what is this man suffering from? Can't you spare just 20,000 and can't buy a good trouser when the salary comes? Huh? So let's take good care of ourselves. And when you take good care of yourself, is when you will keep working for that money that is making you glittering. So we have lost PC Orisa Joyce, we had a Mukoronal, we had Kangabo Jesse, Kangabo. I don't know whether that's the right spelling. Then Atuongere Jonah, he made Christine, we had Tembo Moses, Lotte Clement, Nawiri Elizabeth, Akampuli Radifas, was it? Nashas Justin, and very many others. So my humble appeal to you is, these comrades of ours left families, others left children, others left wives, others left other infants that need our support. So I'm leaving another point of debate on top of the other one. Should we open up a small program to help, especially children of our comrades who have left us? I'm leaving that for you. Initially, there's a time that the intake had that good heart that we realized some good money. I think it was among the first contributions. When we lost our own Orisa Joyce, we had to go up to our home. She had one boy. We had to look for land. We bought for the boy land. They surveyed the land, and the papers are with us. And no one else can take over that land. So how I wish we can bring back that spirit and love. Then these people, even where they are resting from, they will indeed rest in peace. Let's not just leave this issue of talking rest in peace, and let's do something that will also make the spirit rest what? In peace. And even the family members will not really. Our own has been having people that have been working with. So I've left that point to you also. Think about it as I end, because I'm almost ending. I need it. Now, someone asked a question here that if you retire tomorrow, where will you go? I'm also bringing back the same question. Okay, if you may not retire tomorrow. If police work ends for you today, where will you go? Home. Whose home? Your father's home, your home, or where? That should be in our mind, all of us now. Your husband is home. Proud of you as a husband. What of you who doesn't have a husband? Where will you go? If you're supposed to be someone else's husband, where will you go? So it is now 5 years down the road. This is the time that we should be thinking big, yeah? So that at least let's put something that is called by us. That when you go home, you can enter somewhere. Okay? And let's develop this spirit of going back home. Please, please, please. Let those coming not interfere. Pay attention. Those who have just come, you're most welcome. Feel at home. We started some time back, but we are still in the same line. Let's go home. Let's do what? Let's do what? Better go home, and even fail to come back, they call you that you come back. But don't refuse to go home. But when you go home is when you will know what is needed at home. But when you don't go home, you will not know. Where I was working, we lost one of our comrades. When we reached with the man in the village, we say, I want my answers. I only had two tasks for you. Should we go back to 15%? Hello? 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 Should we go back to 15% reduction? Yes. Or there is another way that we are going to raise funds? We go. How many say we go back? You put up your hands.
Because I was saying 20 but 15.
No, it is 15. Yes. You're not going to do it 15. How many say there is another way that you can raise funds? you tell us the way. There is no hand, which means where then? So it means you have all accepted to go back to 15%. So those who are not here, tell them we agree to go back to what? 15%. What was the other one? Aha. The other one was, should we have a program that we shall all contribute to help the children of our colleagues who have passed on and left us? Yes. Or no?
Okay.
Yes. So when you see the treasurer's posts in the platform about that, those who are trying to say no, you tell them we agree. Okay? That was the purpose of calling this, that we agree, so that when it is there, you don't say, they agreed alone. So next time when you are sacrificing him by agreed alone, I will also say, after all we have the video there, I will also post them, we agree. Okay, since you have agreed that, allow me to say, yes. Okay, any question before I leave? Yes, please.
68896 CD Nwaga Wimba. First of all, upon the contribution on the group, when our comrades, or even me myself, get into need, we need to be serious about it. These things of contribution, when a person gets in need, shouldn't be when I wish. What do I mean? That someone will come from wherever he or she has been, come to the group post, hello members, I've lost so and so, and I would request for your contribution. If we don't track down how this person has been performing, and then we go ahead and hope, it means even me, I can sit in my slumbers and then wait for that time when I'm in need. Then I send a message to the group. What do I mean here? We should put regulations which are actually strict, that if someone has contributed, let's say like 3 times consecutive, that is the person that should be contributed for if such a person gets into a problem. 5,000 is not too much money. But you will find that someone cannot even come out and say, so and so has gotten a problem, let's come out and help. It's a suggestion that at least we implore the finance team to be tracking down how these people have been performing. If someone gets a problem, we go back behind and trace how are we performing, how has he been performing. It will force even someone who has not been doing that to come to the platform and start performing. If someone has not fulfilled the expectation of the contribution rules and regulations, then that person should not be in the caliber of being contributed for. That is one. 2, about the issue of supporting the families of our deceased beloved people. We should come up with a strategy, because we shall always not wait for 15% of the contribution. What if we take a month and we have not gotten any problem, but someone gets in need? What shall we do? We should come out with at least something that can generate money to the account. And this thing we are saying that we cannot open up account because that is shit. We should not go for that thing. We should at least make something that will generate income that will force us to open an account. How can 5,000 or 4,000 something people fail to open up account which can only hold 100,000? How? For crying out loud. So my appeal to everyone who has come here is, first to the chairman and the committee, we should be a bit strict. I know some people will say, that one will not work. Yes, even if we have 100 people who are serious, that they will pay, even if 10,000 or 5,000, 100 people, that is 500,000, 5,000. That's enough. If they are serious, we know that on the group we can contribute for only 100 people who are serious, rather than having a bush of people with a desert of responsibility. So for the thing of contribution, that one we should see how to minimize it and see how to go with it when it is very, very, very serious. We should track down for those who are active, such that when they get problems, they are the people we help. Then for the thing of the families, we should just see something that can generate income. That even if we get need of money, when you have not gotten anyone who has gone for contribution at the moment, we can help. We shall not wait for someone to die, then we deduct from the condolences, then we help someone. That's not good. That's my view. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your submissions. Let me first react to some of your